Hello and welcome back. I picked up a nifty little tool or whatever. We're going to try it out here today. But it's an RPM counter from an optical RPM counter or whatever. So we can test to see what RPM our engine's idling at. So what it does is it uses reflective tape. Like here, you cut a square off of this about a 1/2 inch. You stick it on whatever you want to see it spinning or whatever, flywheels or whatever else or whatever. So I picked it up to try it out to see what we're idling at with my bus. Not with bus. With, well, you could do it with anything. But with the Land Rover, I was wondering what my idle speed is right now. So I figure it's pretty cheap. They were pretty cheap online on eBay. So I thought I'd give her a try. So I picked up a battery for it. So I'm going to toss it in. And we'll go give it a try. Okay, so we're down underneath the truck. So before I start it up, and you won't be able to hear anything, I have these marks I put on the front flywheel. So here it's top dead center. And it comes over to here. And this actually, whenever it's on top dead center, it's lined up with this crease in the engine. And there's also a groove in the crank that sits right here. And then this is a BT center, bottom center or whatever. So these marks right here I use, it's easier to set the valves with this or whatever than it is to try to line up the flywheel and all that kind of stuff. So I have this marks, but anyways, I'm going to use these to try out the tool down underneath here or whatever. So basically I'm going to hold it up and it's going to, hopefully I'll see if it'll get these marks or whatever, each line as it's going around. But the thing is that it'll be double the amount on the machine, on the tachometer. So we'll give her a try and see how she goes. So you can see the numbers were bouncing all over the place. So I don't think it was actually noticing that in the reflections. So I cut a little piece of that reflective tape. We're going to stick that on here and see what... Okay, peel the back off of it. I'll just stick it on right there is good. Doesn't really matter because it's measuring the RPMs of how many times this spins by. And it reflects back to that ultraviolet thing on the thing. So... all right, we'll give her a start up here, see what happens. Okay, so you can see on there that there was roughly about 850 was about here. And up in this corner, there's a little thing you'll see it's like flashing up here. So that means it's reading the tape as it's spinning around. So if that's blinking, then you're getting a pretty accurate tachometer setting right there. So we're like at 80, 850 or so, around there. I don't know what the spec is. I think it's supposed to be like 750 or around 800 or something. So 850, I think, is a good number. So I think I got my idle set pretty good. And then also the engine's up to temperature and everything. I took it for a spin around the block and all that. So I think we're idling pretty good at 850. So that's where I'm going to keep it. So if you're ever looking for a tool like this, just go onto eBay and you'll find optical tachometers or whatever. So, you know, they're pretty cheap or whatever, and they come from China. So, but it works for this. It works pretty good, so I'm pretty happy. So I'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully this helps somebody. Bye-bye.